need someone to help me.
Yeah, I work harder than the rest, smarter than the best. Every day is a test, but I stay obsessed, maintain progress, keep away from the stress, cause I want nothing less, yeah. I keep moving on, every single day is another gone. Every single day write another song, so one day I'll play with the best is on. Okay, I know my path, not just an artist, I'm doing math. Not just charting, I have to add, cause I'm not just an art kid, I'm a brand. So I'm working hard, thinking smart, taking action with passion and using heart. Getting traction, reactions are just a start, no distractions, attract them to your heart, yeah.
Head down, keep my head down. I ain't gonna stop now, got no time to have doubts, I'm gonna make it somehow, I'm gonna keep my head down, I ain't gonna stop now, got no time to have doubts, I'm gonna make it somehow, yeah, I'm gonna keep my head down. Yeah, let's go. I'ma make a couple stacks, do exactly what I want to. Mix a couple tracks, get a lady that I'm drawn to. Turn up to the max, get me faded till I'm gone, dude. I do what I want, couldn't stop me if you wanted to. I just work hard, yeah, harder than the rest. Some people say I'm lucky, others saying that I'm blessed. But I keep my head down, cause I crave progress. You ain't never gonna stop me, cause it's my conquest. And I'm never gonna rest, yeah. And y'all don't know that I'm a soldier. I always felt like I'm alone, yeah. When everybody thinks they know, yeah. And y'all don't even know I own, yeah. And now I'm ready taking over, cause every day I'm getting closer. Just look at everything I'll show ya. And now I'm ready, I'ma blow up. I throw up, and if you cross me, it was good to know ya. I'm impatient, I don't ever slow up. I stay young, no, I never grow up. I keep working to the point I throw up, and if you cross me, it was good to know ya. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm not the type to take no for an answer. I don't deal with people that are like a cancer. No, instead I hang with the people that enhance ya. And I'm not the type to give out second chances. I just wanna work on my own for myself. I don't need no help, not anybody else. Nah, man, I got it dealt. I'm working on my wealth and I'm working on my health. Keep on working to excel, cause I'm working on myself, yeah. And y'all don't know that I'm a soldier. I always felt like I'm alone, yeah. When everybody thinks they know, yeah. And y'all don't even know I own, yeah. And now I'm ready taking over, cause every day I'm getting closer. Just look at everything I'll show ya. And now I'm ready, I'ma blow up. now I'm ready, I'm a bomb. Man, I promise that I'm gonna make it somewhere. As long as I'm conscious, I'll be working hard to get there. I am not a novice, I'm gonna be the best, so prepare. Cause you know I'm honest and I'm coming for you, be scared. Man, I promise that I'm gonna make it somewhere. As long as I'm conscious, I'll be working hard to get there. I am not a novice, I'm gonna be the best, so prepare. Cause you know I'm honest and I'm coming for you, be scared. Y'all already know. Yeah, that's right. Y'all better watch out. Nefex is on the rise. Yeah. I don't listen to the haters, man, I treat them like the enemy. Had a couple traitors, man, but now they know the penalty. I tell them, see you later, fam, I do not need this jealousy. I got no time for failure, man, I wanna leave a legacy. I lock in and I'm sold out, pop up for the whole crowd. I got this, I roll out, I promise, have no doubt. I'm all in, here I go now, call in, you all out. Take hostage, the pros down, they novice when I throw down. Yeah, let's go. I'm unstoppable, do the impossible. I'm irresponsible, yet I'm phenomenal. I got an arsenal, I'm dropping bombs, you know. No, I'm not stopping, no. Conquer the obstacle. To the top, here I go, think I'm chosen to be the king of rock, think the people have spoken. I can hear the tick-tock of the clock, I'm in motion. So now I'm gonna pop, causing all this commotion.
Yeah. Sometimes I think that I'm unstoppable. Yeah, ready to go, man, lock and load. That's right, I swear to God that I could drop you, bro. Yeah, I got a shot and I ain't stopping, no. That's how I know that I'm unstoppable. That's how I know that I'm unstoppable. Yeah, let's go. I don't care what they all say. That's right, I'ma do this thing my way. Let's go. Been grinding hard on it all day. Okay, we work hard, then we all play. Yeah, I'm addicted to the grind, man. That's right, so I refuse to waste time, man. Yeah, one day it all will be fine, man. Let's go. Gotta commit to the climb, you know, man. We're back with the Guinness, setting records every minute, every track. In addition to the fact that we're winning, still we lack something's missing. Need a track that is.
Okay, good evening, everybody. So great to have you here with us for day 2 of the European Servers online finals of World of Tanks Blitz Twister Cup. What a fantastic evening we've got lined up for you tonight. This one is going to be absolutely huge. So we're following Legion, the current world champions, winner of the 2017 Twister World Cup. Also, first time using a webcam. I have no idea if it's working or not, but fingers crossed it will be. So we're following Legion. The first match this evening, Legion are going to be going up against Raid, the German clan. You can also catch R1B Rib's stream from their perspective, or his perspective at least. But I recommend that you stay tuned to one stream or the other so you earn as many Twister coins as possible. Big reminder, if you are not watching through the Wargaming portal, either accessed online or through the in-game client, you won't be earning Twister coins. So please don't watch this directly on my page. Go to the Wargaming link and watch it there. That is how you get Twister coins, and you can open the crates and you get all the good stuff. So make sure you do that. So the first game, it's going to be starting at 8 p.m. Central European Summertime, CEST. That is going to be Legion's main team, led by Thomas, facing off against the German clan Raid. And then kicking off at 8:45 CEST. It's going to be Legion versus R2K, Ready to Kill. You can also catch that game on Amonet's channel. She's following R2K. Again, stick to one stream or the other. I believe, from what I've been told, if you change stream, you close the tab or whatever, you reset the counter, you get less coins. So make sure that you stay tuned to one or the other, or all four. I think Mario is also going to be streaming the easy games. So plenty of coins up for grabs for everyone. So super psyched for this. It is currently 7:51. Yeah, 19:51. So the invites for me will be coming out in about 4 minutes time. Kind reminder for you guys at home, the stream should be running on a 5-minute delay. And the reason why we have a 5-minute delay is to prevent stream sniping. Not saying that any of the teams playing at this kind of level on the esports and the Blitz scene would stream snipe. But, you know, you can never be too sure, too safe, so we've taken every precaution. So 5 minutes means that there's absolutely zero chance of the team seeing each other's lineups before the game starts. So just waiting for that invite now. Let's have a look at the chart. So in my previous stream, my video day before yesterday, I pegged Legion's main team, Legion, and Ready to Kill as the #1 seeds. Now we've only had one day of games so far, so I mean, there's still everything to prove, so much to go moving forwards. But those are the two teams that won both of their fixtures on day one, so they've got a really strong start to the campaign. And the matchup between them today, it's going to be massive. Like, you know, these guys, whoever comes out on top on this one, it can really set the tone for the whole tournament. The sports psychology is definitely something to bear in mind. So that's the game at 8:45 p.m. this evening, Central European Summertime. It's big. I mean, it's pretty big in terms of the whole round robin scene. So we've got a few people watching now, 52 live. As I'm speaking, still waiting for that invite. I really don't want to miss the invite. I absolutely dread not streaming these games. If we have a technical issue, that would just be the worst thing ever. So fingers crossed on that one as well. So those two guys, Legion main team, R2K, currently leading the pack. Then we've got 4 teams that lost a game and won a game, respectively, on day one of this round robin series. Rez, Legion's other team, Big Game, Team Fearless, call them Team Fearless, Easy, European All-Stars, and Raid. So they're all tied up kind of there in the middle of the pack. And then down at the bottom so far, again, emphasizing very early days indeed, we've got Loka and First Alliance. Now, First Alliance had a really tough series of games for day one. Like really tough, like you wouldn't believe. I think they played Legion and Raid, so that was a really tough game for them. But the team that this channel is following, Legion's main team, today I would say is their toughest day, their toughest double lineup. Basically, they've got Raid to start with, and then R2K. And if you have a look at the whole potential lineup that they've got coming, this one is. This is the toughest match that they have, the toughest single day at least that they have. So the invite should be coming out any minute now. Huge reminder, please, if you are watching the stream directly on the channel, don't go into the game client, go on to Wargaming's website, access the stream through the portal, log in with your Wargaming ID, and that way you can get all of the coins. Well, I think it's like 1,500 or something Twister coins per stream that you can get if you watch the whole thing or a certain amount of it. So really, yeah, make sure you do that. Okay, fantastic. The invites are up, and I've been playing around with hotkeys on OBS. Oh, I missed the invite. There we go. Accept. Camera's in the wrong place. Ah, and now we've moved, and now we can see the lineups. How fancy is that? There we go. So it's Legion, led by Thomas, facing off against Raid. I'm not sure who the leader is for Raid at the moment. It's going to be super interesting to see these guys duke it out. Legion's main team have been really active in the last month or so on the Clan Wars scene. They kind of, after the professionals tournaments, before the Seattle Mobile Masters, they died down a bit, they quietened down, and now, obviously, they've had to pick it back up in order to have a shot at the Twisters, the Twister Cup, the offline final in Minsk, the 2018 Twister Cup. Raid, actually, let's have a look. Let's try and select a non-potato vehicle. Okay, people are messaging me. I don't know. I don't want to, like, pick something crazy. I'm going to go with the mouse tank with the Legionary camouflage. I am in the Legion clan. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not a huge fan of this camouflage. I'm going to go with my favorite, my first tier 10 tank, the E100, in the Star Wars camouflage. There we go. That is a good looking tank. So, onto the tournament room. We're ready. You can see Rib there, one of the official community contributors. He's streaming all of Raid's games. So once you're done watching this stream, go and check out his channel. You can see Raid's games this evening. Rib's commentary is in German, but his energy it's super high. And I don't speak a word of German, but I find it very enjoyable to watch anyway. So make sure that you go and catch that. So we've got 3 minutes to go. I've got in the habit of talking about lineups. I don't want to do that. I don't want to talk about lineups. Because I'll say something and then they'll change their tanks. So what I want to talk about, actually, for those of you who haven't or aren't so up to speed with the Twister Cup so far, these guys playing are Legion Raid, 2 of the top 8 teams on the European server. They went through the Twisted preliminaries. I think there was like 160 something teams that duked it out in a pretty grueling series over one weekend to get to this point. Now they're playing the round robin, so the 8 teams here will play each other team twice, and each time they play a best of 5. So it is the first team to 3 victories that wins. So potentially you can get a tiebreaker on a 3rd map, which is, I mean, we saw that yesterday with Loka versus Legion. I didn't expect that one coming. Legion probably didn't expect that one coming either, and really strong performance by Loka there. They really had Legion fighting tooth and nail for the victory. So we are less than 2 minutes away from, well, in football they say kickoff. I don't know. I want to say roll out for World of Tanks Blitz. I don't know if that's cheesy or not. And I might try and start something. You never know. And so it's a best of 5. The first map we're playing on is Winter Malinovka. Very old. I don't know if any of you are around. These guys certainly were for the original version of this map. The reworked version has been in play for a long time now. It's got a lot of options. It's a very interesting map. It's on a huge slope. Basically, you've got the heavy cap at the top of a hill. You have the med cap down on a very flat, exposed, frozen over lake area. So there's a lot of opportunities for flanking, a lot of opportunities for iron fist pushes. It's really a very, very dynamic map. Map control, strategic patience, they are super, super, super important things on this map. So we're getting ready now. This is going to be very exciting. Legion, they're green on the training room screen. I think that means they'll be red in battle. They're going to be starting first on the north spawn. Raid, red in the training room, probably blue. When we get into the thick of the action in battle, they're going to be starting on the south spawn. After this game, the spawns will switch before we move to the next map. So for these guys, for those of you who are new to Blitz, the objective in Supremacy, they have to get the cap counter towards 1,000 by controlling some bases, or they have to destroy all of the enemy tanks, which I prefer a victory by destruction. It's more fun to watch. So we're just getting cracking now and jumping into the battle, and I will see you in between. Okay. Oh, fantastic. I'm a huge fan of that. Both teams rocking their fan banners. All of them. Well done, Blasty, for switching back to the correct fan banner. That's good. That's a good move. I applaud you for that. So let's get elevated now into the free cam. Now, yeah, I need to speed this up. So let's see. There we go. Now we've got, yeah, it's Raid's, apologies, Raid in the red team. They are moving with double IS4, E3, double 113, and a Batchat. They're moving quite spread. Legion, on the other hand, a pure heavy lineup. Look at that. We've got IS4, double IS7, quadruple 113, that new Chinese heavy meta. Super, super dominant. And it's Toby 180 in the Batchat for Raid, getting the fast cap on NA. He's completely uncontested. Legion are not worrying about A at all. There's no one here with eyes on Toby. Toby gonna get the cap lead ahead for Raid. Legion, no caps on the board. The counter's going to tick over for Raid now in their favor. Although we've now got Thomas. Thomas in that 113 with the Wargaming Fest camouflage. Love that. He is going to cap C. That'll stop the gap in terms of cap points getting too big between these teams. It's just, I think it's around 1 kill in it. So 1 kill is all Legion really need in order to swing the balance back in their favor. So Raid now can sit back and defend. They need to make sure that Legion don't cap the B cap. Hold on to the onto the A cap, sorry, down there on the medium flank, that very exposed frozen lake area, and resist the push. Now Legion, they have to kill someone or cap B or stop the A cap, but I think stopping the A cap is not an option for them. Getting down, getting isolated in that open area would be very dangerous. But Gangdalf, here I am talking away like a new big hit from Messi there. Messi 18 in the 268, knocking off over 700 HP from Gangdalf. And the side armor of the 113 coming back to haunt Gangdalf there. Now Gangdalf is spotted. He's defending, well, he's trying to make sure that Raid don't get overconfident and abandon A. And we've got someone, it looks like, is it Oxbow? Yes, it is. Oxbow in the IS7 is capping B. This is a great play. Legion, I don't know if that was intentional. I don't know if I'm calling the strategy right, but it looked like Legion sent Gangdalf as a distraction to fake the push on A. That pulled a couple of Raid tanks down towards the A cap, and it gave Legion the opportunity to sneak Oxbow in the relatively fast IS7 Russian heavy to cap B. And Oxbow, look at that, kind of going up the hill with the reverse there. And this is now Legion have got the cap lead. Brilliant stuff here. Now it's Raid who are on the back foot. Raid are going to have to do something in order to win the, well, to seal the deal. Legion can now sit back and force Raid to come to them. In terms of hit points, it's literally neck and neck. There's nothing in it. And we've got Django and Toby here. Looks like Django's making a push. He's going to be pushing into Papa Sten. Will Django get a shot off? That should be an easy bit of damage there. Oh, fluffs the shot. Takes one in return. Lucky to get a bounce there. What was he doing? Could he find the fire button? That was not good play by Django at all. I wonder what happened, but he gets one into Gangdalf. But Gangdalf is bleeding hit points. Legion really coming out worse for wear here on the push. And it looks like a lot of things are happening in the middle. We've got Drizzle sick and JP pushing. But Legion do have the advantage here. But Oxbow goes down. Oxbow, the I7 that cap B. Now Fimblu and JP are going to seal the deal on B. Legion ahead by about, well, 50 points. But the B cap's being stopped. They're a gun down. They're also lower on hit points. Messi, big hit into Left Nut. Sick. Left Nut's in a lot of trouble. Thomas is low. NG is low. Eggy is low, sorry. NG is doing okay over there. He's coming in. Papa Sten gonna finish off Toby, but Messi gets Thomas Legion, now the commander for Legion. Oh no, Papa Sten fluffs a shot. Toby on the long reload. All 3 caps in the favor of Raid. Brilliant play by Raid. Raid could seal this with a 3 cap out lock, but NG finishes off JP. Legion desperately need to knock out guns, but it's not gonna be enough. Raid, what an amazing push and comeback there. I thought Legion had it locked in. And really, really great play by Raid. Toby with the last kill on Papa Sten. I think every time, and then Messi with the last kill on NG. All 7 Legion players wiped out. All 3 caps in the favor of Raid. Absolutely fantastic. That was, oh wow. I mean, Raid had the advantage. Legion had the advantage. And then Raid came back with what an amazing push there. And the trading, the focus fire by Raid, absolutely superb. Look at that, 5k damage inflicted in the favor of Raid. So we're just looking, we're switching the spawns now. Raid leading 1-0. Let's see if we can... I don't want to be too ambitious, but there we go. Okay, so really strong play by Raid. Really, really, really strong play there at the end. I have no idea where they managed to sneak that extra 5,000 hit points worth of damage in from, but they did. And they really managed to focus down Legion super, super effectively, knocking out all the tanks in the end and securing all 3 cap points. I don't know if that was because Legion were relatively uncoordinated. I thought Legion had a great move by securing B, but potentially they spread themselves too thin on that map. So we are 50 seconds away now. Let's see. Going through the lineups now. Legion sticking with the quadruple 113s, double IS7, IS4, Raid, double IS4, 268, E3, Batchat, and the 113. Now the Batchat was super useful for Raid. That, like, the light tank gave them so much mobility on the field, and I think that really it gave them a lot of options that Legion with 7 heavy tanks didn't have and won't have this game. Having 7 tanks all of the same type, while very, very strong in some situations, does leave you vulnerable to other situations. Certainly Raid in this game with 2 TDs and a light tank, they've got higher alpha, and they also have slightly more mobility, but they've got reduced brawling effectiveness. So let's see. Also, it seems to be that one of my hotkeys is also a hotkey for screenshotting, so if you're hearing that weird little beeping noise, that's what that is. I'll try and fix that before the next stream. So, looking here, Legion, blue team, South Spawn, very interested to see what they do from the alternative spawn. Noting that both teams are taking relatively similar lineups. I think Raid are taking another TD. I don't know. I can't remember if they had an E3 in the last game. So let's see here. Legion with I think it's almost the same lineup, are pushing. Yeah, they're changing it up completely. Gangdalf taking a hit there. Toby in the Batchat. Now we've got 2 tanks spotted from Legion, 3 tanks spotted from Legion. Toby knows he's in a lot of trouble. Toby's seen 3 heavy tanks. And if that doesn't say, by the way, Legion's coming down to the medium flank, I don't know what does. So Toby, brilliant call there. Got the full reload in and managed to get out of dodge. And Raid are going to secure C. It's going to be Sick in the 113, securing the C cap before Legion are able to secure fractionally before. They're only about a second or 2 ahead in terms of the cap points. Hit points slightly in the favor of Legion just by the nature of having 7 heavy tanks. Drizzle taking a bit of fire there, but so is NG, so is Thomas. Nothing much to write home about here. The onus is once again on Legion to do something. Now they've got 5 tanks stacked up on the left flank, but Thomas and Papasten here are outgunned. We've got Thomas, Legion, well, Thomas and Papasten, 2 tanks on 4. If Raid are able to catch on to this, become aware, they will be able to knock these 2 guns out relatively quickly. But Legion will come across and punish JP in the E3. Messi in the 268 got into B, but is it enough? Gangdalf taking a huge amount of fire there, but JP, it looks like JP is going to go down. NG potentially with a kill here. Yes. Oh, Eggy. Eggy and NG, they're so similar, those names. That's harsh, man. That's really hard for me. Okay, but Sick takes down Thomas. Let's see, Sick is number 7. There we go. He's got the long reload in. Papasten. Lots of guns around Papasten. He's in trouble. Toby with 3 shots in the chamber. Bounces the first one. Lands the second, but it's Sick with a kill. Messi with a kill. Legion on the back foot here once again. 2 guns down. Cap points. And Raid are now dominating the A cap as well. Raid doing really, really, really good here. Although they have lost Django in the 113, so it's only 1 gun advantage to Raid, but they have an almost 2k hit point advantage in their favor. Increased Messi gets a big hit into Eggy. NG and Eggy now, 2 very, very similar names to pronounce. Focusing down the 268. Will the 268 get one more off into Eggy? He does, and it's a high roll, a max roll for 800. The vagaries of chance, a 35% chance with a maxed out crew skill there, but Toby takes down left nut. It's Sick and Toby focusing on Oxbow. Drizzle to finish off Oxbow. Drizzle finishes off Oxbow. Brilliant play. Now we've got 4 guns onto 1. It's NG. NG left on the table for Legion, and there's nothing he can do really short of a miracle to take down 4 tanks. And Sick, Toby, Finblue, going to be finishing him off. Drizzle potentially with the kill. Oh, bounces off the side, and it's Fimblu in the IS-4 to finish off NG, and that is 2-0 in the favor of Raid. Raid only need one more victory to tie, well, to seal the deal and take the victory against Legion. Very, very, very concerning start for Legion here on their toughest day, and another 5k hit point inflicted advantage in the favor of Raid. Super, super dominant, but we're going to be changing maps now. And yeah, we're changing maps, so maybe it's just a question of strategy and tactics for the map. Maybe Winter Malinovka is Raid's map, and Legion don't have the answer for it. So it's going to be very interesting to see. It's going to be very interesting indeed to see what Legion do, because they have to win this one. If Legion don't win this one, they lose, which kind of sucks for Legion. And Raid will be very, very happy to take a 3-0 victory against the defending champions. And that would be very good for Raid and very bad for Legion. Obviously, Supremacy, very different map, desert themed. Not that that makes a huge difference, but in terms of the topography, quite level. We've got a very busy city area with 2 caps in it, and a medium flank with lots of undulating hills out to the side. Only 1 cap there though, but lots of mobility, lots of opportunities for flanking. 40 seconds to go. It looks like Legion are going to be playing that outside area. They've got STB and Patton, the 2 good gun depression, hull down medium tanks available at tier 10. God, I've got to click that ready button. So there we go. We've got Papistan in the STB, NG in the Patton, and then we've got double IS-7, Lieutenant Oxbow, Gangdalf in the 113, Thomas in the 113, and Eggy in the E5, a heavium, splitting the distance between being a heavy tank that can brawl and being a good hull down tank for that desert area. So apologies, you're probably going to hear that weird screenshot noise again. Who knew F12 was my screenshot button before I set the hotkey? There we go, voila. So here we are, getting stuck in now. Legion, red team. Raid, blue team. Legion starting on the south spawn. Raid starting on the north spawn. Oh no, apologies. Raid, red team. Legion, blue team. I don't know what my screen was showing me there, but we've got Fimblu for Raid and E50M, Drizzle IS-7, Toby STB1, Messi 113, Django 113, Sick 113, and JB 113. Quadruple 113 meta there. And that is... The new Chinese Heavy has been an absolute game changer at tier 10 on the Clan Wars scene. It splits the distance between the IS-7 and the IS-4. And it's been such an interesting one there, but there we go. NG with a hit into Toby. Papistan STB facing off against Toby STB, and both teams focusing exclusively on the desert area. No one in the city area. The B and C caps completely uncontested. This is going to descend into anarchy. I might shut up because calling this is going to be an absolute nightmare. Fimblu in the E50M is about to have a really, really, really bad day. But he's pulled back. Papistan's probably going to get one off into him. No, he doesn't. Pulls forwards. And the trading is going in the favor of Legion at the moment. They're about, well, it was. Guns are going in. Anarchy and carnage upon us all. And it's focus fire. This is all focus fire. Absolute mayhem. Who can burn down the opponent fast enough? Sick. He's looking very, very low. NG with the kill there. Fantastic. And it's 2 guns in the favor of Legion. They need to maintain this advantage, but there goes Gangdalf. Can Raid pull this back? Certainly there's 3k, almost 3k hit points in the favor of Legion, so it's going to be an uphill struggle for Raid. And there goes Flimbu, Thomas with the kill, and Eggy with the kill on Django. Drizzle taking down Thomas. 5 on 3. Looks like Legion are keeping themselves in the fight. Superior focus fire and target priority by Legion here. And Drizzle's really not having a good day. Oxbow shielding Eggy. Great play there. But Messi in the 113 getting the kill. But he's up against 4 very, very healthy Legion tanks. And it is good night, Messi. And victory to Legion. And NG with the kill. Fantastic play. Really, really dominant performance there. But it was a brawl. Limited limited amount of strategy for me to comment on. Absolute carnage. I mean, let's see. How long was the match? 1 minute and 53 seconds. 1 minute and 53 seconds. It's madness. That's quicker than a random game. And almost double the damage done by Legion. So they've really turned the tables there on Raid in terms of focus fire, target priority, rotating hit point pools, all the goodies. that you need to see at Clan Wars. So switching spawns now, and that was pretty crazy. I don't know if we're going to see that again. I hope not. It's really difficult to commentate. It's just absolute madness. But let's see how we go. Yeah, so Legion once again looking like they're favoring the more mobile medium outside flank based on the tank composition, sorry. And Raid taking pretty much the same. I don't think there's been a change to either lineup. So yeah, that's something. So we might see the same thing again. I hope not. I hope we're going to see some BC action, but maybe they're both having the same idea. If they both take the same lineup and they both go for B and C, we might have the similar situation, but just in the heavy area, rather than out on the medium flank in the undulating dune terrain. So really, I don't know whether it was the tank composition that swung it for Legion, or the fact that they made the initial push across into the area behind the plane. Certainly they did something right, and if anyone has the time and inclination, dissecting the carnage that was that brawl would be pretty interesting. So screenshot noise once again, voila, and we're going in, and it's, see, in my screen it shows Legion as the red team, but then when they go into the game they're on the blue team. So Legion blue team south spawn versus Raid red team north spawn. Previous matchup everyone went to A, and it descended into anarchy. Are they going to rinse and repeat the same strategy for both teams, or are we going to see something different? But it looks like Raid, well, look at that, 5 speed boost drops by the tank in the city area, and the STB, that's Toby, supported by his clanmate Finblue in the E50M. Same again. Both teams pushing out into the A cap. Raid will be desperate not to have a repeat performance there. They definitely got completely outplayed by Legion in the last match. So it's looking slightly more passive at the moment. Finblue once again in the E50M. All of Legion spotted, pretty much all of Raid spotted, bar 2 tanks. And NG taking the first bit of damage, Finblue taking the second bit. We're going into the brawl, and this is something that you don't really see in Supremacy in the current meta. I don't know if this is something that's been coming out of training or not, but here we go. We've got Raid are in deeper. They're kind of behind the plane, and it's Legion pushing across. 6 looking very low. Oxbow with the kill. First gun again in the favor of Legion, but the hit points are neck and neck. And there goes Gangdalf. Raid looking much stronger, but Finblue in the E50 very, very low indeed. Django getting some fire there, and there we go. NG to finish off Finblue. And all the tanks here, and Django very, very low. It's 2 guns down a piece. Raid with the hit point advantage, but Legion with the, well, Legion had the gun advantage. I think Raid could take this. Papasten's very, very low, and a ram kill by JP. Left nut pushing JP into Papasten. It's 4 guns onto 3. Raid look like they could take this. Legion are going to have to work very, very hard. They need to focus down Toby, but JP takes down Left nut. Now it's 2 guns onto 4. Eggy focusing JP. Oxbow is going to try and kill Toby. He gets Toby. It's 2 guns. It's 1.5k HP advantage in the favor of Raid. And there we go. Oxbow goes down. And surely there's nothing that Eggy can do here against 2. Oh no! Potentially, if he was able to finish off JP, but Drizzle pushing, stopping Eggy from getting across. Messi he's going to get a HE shot into the rear. Yes, there we go. HE shot into the rear of the American tank. It is all over for Eggy. And Legion will lose the series 3-1. Raid winning 3-1. Messi with the GG. Very well played there. Very interesting to see both teams rinsing and repeating the same blitzkrieg medium flank strategy on that map. No messing around there. Just going down into a brawl. And that is the first loss for Legion in the round robin series. And so Legion are now 2-1 overall in terms of matches played. 2 victories, 1 defeat, and so a Raid. So they're tying neck and neck. I'm desperate to know how R2K are doing in their current matchup or their previous matchup, because R2K were tied with Legion main team at the top of the table. And now they might not be. Maybe R2K are going to be pulling away with the lead, but they're going to be facing off against Legion main team in 25 minutes time, 8:45 p.m. CEST, Central European Summertime. Now we've got 25 minutes. There's not much lead guy section I can really do at this stage, so I might jump in for a game. And what you're actually going to see is the first ever game that I've played using a PC. So this could be really, really, really amusing, or an absolute disaster. So let's just see. I play a game, and then maybe we can have a look at the scores. Okay, the movement keys I'm fair enough with. Oh Jesus, this is. You know what? We're not going to play tier 10 because that just seems like a terrible idea. We're going to play an OP tier 6 tank, and you know, we'll see how we go. Yeah. Okay. Top tier, I'll take that. Playing the Star Chaser is one of my favorite tanks. I know it's a premium, but I love the balance that it has across all the different factors. Okay, I don't even know how to type. What? Okay, there we go. Yes, Tank Deeb, as a team, please. Let's do that. Let's go right. Okay, that's how I zoom. That's good. So if I had been better prepared, what I might have done is just stuck a replay onto this laptop and shown you that instead. Because it would have been easier to talk over a replay rather than talking over one while playing, which I've never done before. So I was actually overseas for a couple of weeks when this map was first released. So I think this is only like the 4th or 5th time that I've played this map. So I actually have no idea what I'm doing, where I'm going. And it looks like my team is in the same boat as me. This feels like a bad move. This feels like a bad move. But hopefully that SU-100Y won't spot me and I won't lose all of my hit points in one go. That would just be hideously embarrassing. So it looks like... Okay, it looks like the teams, we've gone one way and they've gone the exact opposite way. There we go. Now, I've spotted the Kuru. He hasn't spotted me. Ow. Okay, that's my ammo swap. Oh wow. So the PC aiming's pretty good. Yeah. That's good. I like that. Alright. So aiming on PC is, I would say it's definitely easier than aiming on... Shit. Sorry. No swearing. I would say that the aiming is definitely easier on PC. And this justifies why I play with same control mode turned off. Because at tier 10, getting pixel sniped by a 183 is probably one of my least favorite experiences. Oh, really? Oh, that wasn't ideal. Okay. Let's go and try and help finish off this Kuru. The JP is going to get him first. Yeah. Been spotted. Now the Jagdpanzer at tier 6 has got fantastic damage per minute numbers. Really, it's quite terrifying. The Star Chaser, which is probably my favorite tier 6 tank, might be my favorite tank overall, also has great DPM numbers, but has truly astonishing gun handling. I think of it as like a tier 6 Leopard. It's really, but with some armor. If you can get it hull down, it can really do things that you wouldn't necessarily think. But it has very weak side and rear turret armor, which not many people know about. Oh, no. Very, very weak. And so if you're facing one of these, not really wishing to do myself like a disservice, but if you're facing one of these tanks, try and get a HE shell into the side and rear of its turret. You will do a lot of damage to the tank. Okay, we're 4-2. I don't know why I'm faffing around at the back here. Ram kill. Maybe? No. Oh. Construction assistance. That was quite good. So. Let's see. High caliber. Not too bad. Let's share the love with the team. Oh. Enemy Kuru did. He had a good game. Yeah. GG, guys. GG. So let's do less of that because no one wants to see me play. You're all here to watch the pros play, try and compete for a slot at the offlines in the Twister Cup in Minsk. So I'm seeing someone in the stream, Daniel, how to get Twister coins for watching live. You've got to go through the portal. You've got to go either through the in-game portal. I'll show you this here. Go to tournaments, go to current, go to the live online final. Look at that nice little live button there. Click on that, click on the streams, and click one of the ones watching live. I am the Legion game. Ammonet is streaming Ready to Kills game. Rib is streaming Raid, and Mario should be streaming Easy European All-Stars. And unfortunately had technical difficulties on day one, but fingers crossed he is up and running live and you can catch Easy, the crowd favorite by a long way by the crates. You can see those games as well. I'll be very interested. I'm going to be tuning into all of these streamers' channels later on this evening to see what happened, to see how the players are playing. So fingers crossed, after playing a battle, the chart should be updated. There we go. Oh, this is very interesting indeed. Because what we're seeing is... Let's have a look at R2K. R2K are tied neck and neck at the moment with Legion's other team, Team Fearless. You see them on the screen as big game. 2 for 2. So at the moment... potentially we could have 4 teams tied up at the top of the table if Fearless can take their tiebreaker against R2K. And it's good, it's really good to see First Alliance, Not So Simple, and Loka win their first fixtures this evening. That means that there is no team that has not managed to secure a victory. And this is really, it's a good testament to how balanced, how well matched the teams are here. That even at this early stage, we're seeing a very even playing field. Everyone kind of deserves to be here. Everyone getting some victories in. And that's really good. Let's actually check out First Alliance. They had a really tough day one. They faced off against Raid, who beat Legion top team. And then they faced off against Legion top team, the main team led by Thomas. And they actually beat Easy European All-Stars, which is... They are no slouches. I mean, if you have a look at the stats of Easy, pretty much these guys, big names, some of the top players from various different clans. I've said it before, but I'll have a look at the clan profile again. You recognize these teams. The Mates, Fox, BHBP, the Hungarian clan, Tesher, I think Tesher is Spanish, Polish Force, and a Czech clan. So very multinational, some of the best national clans there, respectively. And they've pulled together some of their best players to form a monstrous esports team. But they're having a relatively tough time at the moment. They lost to Team Fearless. They beat Loka, but now they've lost to First Alliance. But those are, I mean, First Alliance, but it's tough. It's tough to call. I was so sure we'd be seeing even some separation earlier on. I wasn't expecting on the first game of day 2 for there to be we don't have an undefeated team as of yet. We're still waiting for the score to come through from Ready to Kill, and we don't now we absolutely don't have someone who's stuck on 0 points, which is really great to see. So we've got 9 minutes until the invite comes through. I don't know. Let's try and do another game. I don't want to play tier 10 because the thought of doing that on PC controls just does not appeal to me one bit. But we play tier 6. I only have OP tanks. I don't want to drive OP tanks and then get accused of just, you know, stat padding. Let's play a glass cannon. This could work or it could go horribly wrong. I don't know. The T49. Let's just say it's a fun tank. Supremacy, Middelburg. Oh dear, I'm going to have to remember how to switch ammo types. Importantly, okay, we should be good for the T54 lightweight, T54 E50. I could be about to have a very, very bad game indeed. I don't know. Left control +3. No, I'm not doing that. No. That's far too complicated. Okay, our team's capping B. I like that. This T54 lightweight. If I can get into the side of him, I can ruin his day potentially. But I don't know. Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you very much. Come on. Oh. Go for the kill steal. Missed the kill completely. Good job. Good job. Okay. We're 2 caps up. We're a gun up. I am playing like a complete potato. Let's try and just... Nope. He's on to us. Yeah, I'll take that trade. I'll take that trade. That's good. I'll do that. So, the T49... I enjoy playing it more on touch. I'm not really very familiar with these controls, and I find changing ammo types on PC, based on the current settings that I have, quite tricky. No, don't do it. Yeah, I'll take that. Let's see, 5-3. We should be winning this one. I reckon. Do you think a HE would finish off the T-34? I think it would, if he's still there. I'm gonna try and give it a go. Yeah, happy days. That was a pure kill steal. I'm sorry, team. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I feel bad about that. Where's the last guy? Where is he? Where is he? Speed boost. Let's do it. Let's drop the speed boost again. Oh, 80 kilometers an hour. Oh, great job. Thought that was HE. Obviously it wasn't. No. Getting stuck on the keyboard here. Well, that wasn't the best game ever. Nice accuracy, really? I'm reading your comments, I spare WoTB. I don't know if you mean that sincerely or not. I really didn't feel like... Oh, 3k damage. Good job, Cosnomilan. Cosnomilan? Good job there. Really good job. Okay, and you were a team player, yeah. And, oh, yeah. 3k damage to the opponent. Give you a worthy opponent vote there. That's some good stuff. 5 minutes until the invite's out? Yeah, let's do it. Let's just keep up the the OP life choices. I love the RAM too. People have no idea how quickly this thing reloads. It's hilarious. Can you see my reload timer? Group? Yes. Yes. I don't know how to type to you though. I really need to learn the PC controls. We should group. I would say we should go left as well because they've got a lot of heavy. We have a lot of heavy tanks as well. Yes. Let's go left. If I was on touch, I'd be pinging that side of the minimap too. Okay. Oh, there's a leopard. So this tank, 3.2 second reload. I'm not even using the rammer. I've got calibrated shells on. I don't know why. Oh no, 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 no. I'm not doing that. No. And there's a KV2 somewhere as well, and he could pop out in the worst possible place on that ship there. And that leopard, I should be able to bounce the leopard if I can angle my chassis up, and he doesn't use. Yeah. Suck on that. Oh, that's. Oh no. I'm not enjoying this at all. These controls are just not fun. This is not good. This Sentinel is going to have an absolute field day with me. I keep losing my position on the WSAD keys. I find driving, maybe aiming's easier on. That being said, no, I don't think aiming is easier. I'm just really not having a great time. Yeah, so high DPM rapid fire tanks. I think maybe I have the sensitivity settings too high as well. Yeah. Come on. Don't even know why I'm firing ammo. Probably because I can't find the ammo button there. Yeah, that reload is fantastic. I'm very grateful for my team on this map. Really super super carry there, guys. Couldn't have done it without you. Really couldn't have. That was arguably a disaster. Someone's asking, is this Bushka, Ellie the Penguin? No, it's not Bushka. I am a huge fan of Bushkas though. Oh my god. He is a great YouTuber, great community contributor for Blitz. Okay, we've got 2 minutes to go. I'm looking at my clock. It's saying 8:38 p.m. CST. Steel wall, appalling levels of damage done there. Like really just looking at the XP. That was a team player. And that was a team player. 24 bounces. Thank you very much, Enemy Leopard. Thank you very much indeed. Devilbird71. That was probably mostly on you. So the Ram's a fun tank. I find it easier to play on touch controls. But there we go. I think PC controls, that's it. I've played 3 games now on PC. I think I need to edit the controls, shuffle them around in order to actually stand a chance of being any good as a competitive PC player. But such is life. So we're just waiting for the invite now. And in theory, if we check, we will be able to see where the... Oh! Boom. For those of you who don't know, I sometimes train and play with Team Fearless. And they've managed to beat Ready to Kill 3-2, which makes me quite happy on a deep spiritual level, I have to say. So really good job there, RG and the boys. That is fantastic. And this is, look how close the scores are. Look at this. Look how close it is. It's 4 teams: Legion, Raid, Team Fearless, and Ready to Kill up there. Out of 3 games played, 2 victories, 1 loss. And then you've got First Alliance, Easy, Loka, and Rez. 3 games played, 2 losses, 1 victory. Such a close called thing. Really just fantastic to see that. Very, 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 very positive indeed. So let's see if I can get the camera back on. I don't know. It's really hot. I'm streaming to you from Malta. We've got the winds coming up from the south, from the Sahara now, and it is hot. Like I can't even begin to describe how hot and humid it is here. So if I look like a complete mess, no, I don't. All right, well, ish. So that's good. So we are now going in to the second game of this evening. This is big. For me, Legion's main team, captained by Thomas, and Ready to Kill, captained by Zerd. These are the two #1 seeds. Legion currently hold the official title of World Champions through the 2017 Twister World Cup. R2K beat those guys in the professional tournament and went on to represent the EU server at the Mobile Masters in Seattle, where although they didn't clinch the title, they lost out to one of the North America teams, Pramo. They did get into the finals, and it was a very, very close run thing. So for me, these are the two teams that we need to be watching. We need to be paying the most attention to. They are by far and away, in my opinion at least, like the guys to beat. These are some of the best players in terms of clan wars and esports on the European server, and arguably in the world, based on their performance at offline international tournaments such as last year's Twister Cup and this year's Mobile Masters. So we've got 2.5 minutes to go pretty much, and Legion are doing this 7 heavy lineup thing again, which I haven't really seen them. To be fair, I haven't seen a lot of their training games. I haven't seen a lot of their play style in the last month or two. And so seeing 7 heavies, we've got 4 113s, IS7, double IS4, and also for another, well, Himmelsdorf is a heavy dominant meta map, 4-cap map, all city fight, very, very flat terrain. There's a couple of piles of debris, rubble, which you can get hull down behind. But other than that, it's not the best place to be in a very lightly armored tank, let's put it that way. So let's see. R2K, on the other hand, well, they're taking 2 TDs. We've got the blue steel in the Object 268. The Russian heavy received a buff recently. It's got some of the best camouflage values at tier 10. And it got I think it got a buff to its aiming. Certainly, I know that the traverse of the gun, that angle of fire was widened, which was a huge bonus, huge bonus indeed to the 268, and it's actually put it in ahead of the grill for certain roles in Clan Wars. If you look back through some of the games, you'll have seen grills featuring more heavily before the 268 was buffed, and now the 268 is kind of taking the place of the grill. And we've got the Honor, super high win rate player here, playing in the Foch 155. The Honor is, he's dropped below 80%. He's let himself slip. Come on, it's crazy. 80%, 65,000 battles. Absolute insanity. So R2K also getting involved in the Chinese heavy meta. We've got Fake Shockish and Ready to Boom playing in the WZ113s. Zerd, the clan and team lead, the battle commander in the IS4. The 1Mo joining him in IS4. And we've got Winch in the Mouse. Very interesting to see how this one pans out. So, just itching for this battle to start, to be honest, because whoever wins this game will be, I don't know, they'll face each other again in the second round robin. So, you know, grudges can be lived up to, scores can be settled. But let's get stuck into the next bit of the action. Okay, going live. Fake Shockish, the only guy on the field without a fan banner. Got to work on that. Got to represent the R2K clan there, Fake Shockish. I'm going to call you Shockish. That'll be easier for my life in general. Legion, blue team, north spawn. R2K, red team, south spawn. Will be interesting to see the A cap is more, it's considered more of a medium flank, at least in random battles. I don't know whether the same holds true in Clan Wars anymore. And the D cap is the heavy flank. R2K, it looks like they're focusing on A. Legion also focusing on A. We've got Thomas in the 113 dropping the speed boost. He's going to get into C. He potentially will get into C before R2K get into the B cap. Yeah, so Legion could take the cap lead here, but R2K, sorry, 2 caps, the Honor bounces left nut angling up the IS-4 beautifully there. We've got some tanks spotted, we've got some tanks engaging in a firefight, but still no real damage on the clock here. The Honor taking a bit of splash damage, Oxbow pushing in, Papasten pushing in. The Honor doing a really good job of holding down this A cap, but Legion not letting him cap it effectively. And there we go, the Blue Steel and the 268 and Fake Shockish pressuring Oxbow, protecting the Honor, ready to boom, and Winch pushing up. Winch in the mouse, key player here, but Zerd's lost a lot of hit points. He's getting Thomas and Eggy firing in across from him, and it looks like R2K are having to push in. And in terms of they're bunched up in the middle here, the Honor, well, it's Oxbow going down to ready to boom. The gun advantage is in the favor of R2K, but the hit point advantage is in the favor of Legion. Legion leveling that gun advantage. Now ready to boom, goes down. Papasten with the kill. And R2K haven't managed to capture the A cap yet. And NG taking down Shockish. Left nut focusing Zerd. Winch in the mouse. Look at that ceiling there, protecting Zerd. And Eggy pushing past him. One in the chamber gunner. Misses the shot on Zerd's rear armor. Legion not paying any bit of attention to Winch in the mouse, that low, well, relatively low DPM tank with lots of hit points. They're leaving him until last. Big juicy heavy kill there. There goes the Blue Steel to Eggy. Eggy having a great game. It's 5 guns onto 2. Legion looking very, very strong, very convincing so far. Left nut pushing past, taking one from the 1mo. The 1mo's going to have to try and finish off left nut. And he will get the reload in, but Eggy saving the day once more. Eggy's having a fantastic game, and now it is Winch in the mouse up against 5 tanks. It can't be done. He can have a good crack at it, but this is the first victory is going over to Legion. Oh, both bounces there. Eggy getting behind the super heavy armored mouse. Winch is tracked. Left nut and Gangdalf getting taps in. Eggy with another kill. Is that 4 or 5 kills to Eggy? He had a brilliant game. Absolutely fantastic. Let's see, and I'm just seeing some comments now. Yes, Ellie the Penguin, the 113 is very, very popular. Hey Medzi, great to see you here. Super happy that you're watching the stream on the portal, getting the coins. That's brilliant. I can't pronounce it. Vagibreg. I'm sorry for butchering the pronunciation. Hey to the Grump clan, Bushka's Patreon clan. Thanks for the positive comments on the stream. And ahoy. Ellie the Penguin, Bushka is not a noob. Bushka is my hero. Met him at Tankfest. Great human. So yeah, Eggy, 4 kills, but Gangdalf in the 113, 4.2k damage. Gangdalf, please, please, please send me that replay over Discord later on so I can use it in Sunday's stream. So instead of people seeing me play, they can see you play in a Clan Wars game. People will prefer that. They'll prefer that for sure. No one wants to see me play. So we've got 50 seconds to go. Switching the spawns up. Legion sticking to their guns, quite literally. The same tanks being taken. And we've got R2K switching it up a little bit. They've dropped the mouse. Ready, I'm definitely ready. Great, we won't be missing a game. Super. R2K switching it up. Honor staying in the Foch. They've still got a 268, but they're taking the Blue Steel in a T62 Alpha. So the medium tank will give them the mobility, and that might be something that they were lacking. Although the mouse, Winch and the mouse, did an absolutely fantastic job of shielding his teammates there when Legion tried to push through. Unfortunately, Legion just able to work one too many angles of fire into ready to kill. So getting stuck into the second battle on Himmelsdorf, the 4-cap super heavy map, winter themed, bit of a bloodbath. I don't like playing it on ranked or randoms. I much prefer a medium tank and some mobility. Apologies for the screenshot noise. You live and learn. So getting stuck in here, we've got R2K, red team, north spawn, Legion, blue team, south spawn. Legion, 7 heavies, 4 Chinese, 113s, rocking that new meta. R2K with a more diverse lineup, including 2 TDs, the 268 Chaser, Object 3 rocking the premium camouflage, and the Honor and the Faust Destroyer. And let's see, the Blue Steel and the T62 Alpha with the nice camouflage, and with the 4, would you believe it, he spent 4,000 gold on the equipment, but my, isn't that a good looking tank? So here we go. Enough of the aesthetics. Both teams rinsing and repeating the same strat, although ready to boom in the 1MO, 113 IS4s, capping C, double team cap to get it ahead of Thomas in the 113 on B. Legion are stacked up heavy here, and it's the 2 TDs from R2K, long lanes of fire, will be trying to prevent the push by Legion onto Winch in the 113, and you've got the 1MO here coming across. Thomas might get a shot off, no, fluffs the shot. Oh, big hit there, Winch. Winch bleeding some hit points early on, down to pretty much half hit HP, but so's Eggy and NG. Eggy in a lot of trouble. We've gone to the wrong person. There we go. Eggy in a lot of trouble. He needs to pull back. He is very low, down to, well, a very generous HE roll here. And Zerd might be able to finish him off. Eggy, you've got to do something. A great play here by NG. NG coming into shield. Takes a hit from Ready to Boom. The Honor's coming in. That brawling TD is going to get hit into NG. NG makes sure that it goes into the tracks though, and it's Left Nut with a hit into the Honor. We're getting again into a brawl. Legion main team looking to favor the brawl. Now Legion have got a double cap advantage, and it's 1 gun down. NG in the IS4 down for Legion. Winch in the 113 down, and the Mo in the IS4 is also down. So Legion with the cap advantage and the gun advantage. It's 3 guns down. 2 guns down for Legion. 3 guns down for Legion. They're equal. They're neck and neck, but Legion dominant in terms of hit points. And there we go. The Blue Steel finished off by Oxbow. 4 guns for Legion with 5.4k HP versus 2.2k HP and 3 guns for R2K. The Honor is going to have to work very, very hard. Papa Sten here is going to finish him off, though. There we go. The kill from Papa Sten. The Honor and the Foch 155. The sidearm not enough. Ready to Boom. Looking low, but he gets a good hit into Papa Sten, but Papa Sten can finish him off. No. Ready to Boom angling the front chassis armor strongly here. Object 3 in the 268. He's got the Alpha, but he doesn't have the reload. He won't be able to resist the push. Ready to Boom. Excellent side scraping. Oxbow looking to get round to the side. Papa Sten finishing him off. And now we've got Object 3, well, Object in the 268. Finishes off Oxbow, but there's just too many angles of fire. The turretless TD at the end of the day goes down. Legion taking the 2nd victory in the series there. Himmelsdorf, definitely Legion's map. 2k extra hit points inflicted, and they kept 3 of their guns in the game. Great game there by Legion. Not really, it's so hard to see, particularly when you're trying to talk through it as well, when the moment, the decisive moment comes in brawl situations like that. Let's just change up the vehicle. I don't know why I do that. I like it, you know, got to share the love. So, next map, Naval Frontier. So Himmelsdorf, a relatively old map in the map pool. Naval Frontier, it's been in rotation for a while yet, but I still think we aren't seeing all the strats here. This is such a varied map. There are so many different options for teams on this map. So just a gentle reminder to everyone at home, this is a best of 5. So the first team to 3 victories will win. Hey Diddy Salah, great to see that the live clan are watching. And Luca the Noob, WoTB, Legion's a fantastic team. They've got 2 fantastic teams, but they're up against some really, really difficult competition here. R2K maybe don't have the right strats. Maybe don't have the right strats for the Himmelsdorf map versus Legion. Sometimes it's not to do with the ability or even your own strategy. Sometimes it's to do with how your strategy matches up against your opponent's strategy. And certainly for R2K, they weren't able to quite crack Legion's 7 heavy meta there on Himmelsdorf from either spawn. So switching up now, Thomas leading the squad in a 113, Eggy IS7, NG 268, Gangdalf 113, Lefna IS4, Oxbow, Batchat 25T, Papa Stent 113, Zerd's in the IS4, Ready to Boom's in the IS4, the 1Mo E4, and we've lost the list, so I'll have to wait a bit before I keep on going with the names. Object 268 Chaser, the 1Mo E4 Winch E5, Blue Steel and the Honor in 113s. Again, we're seeing a more... Well, actually, no. Oxbow in the batch at 25T here. Legion may be looking for a more dynamic strategy. The mobility of the only tier 10 light tank, certainly nothing to be underestimated. And he's dropped the speed boost. Oxbow here. Now, where is he going? Because he is the most mobile tank on the battlefield, bar none. And Ox here is absolutely bombing it. And I think, yeah, he's got the consumable extension, the speed boost there, going for 20 seconds. Good choice. I would make the same one. He's spotted. He can't sneak into A. And we've got R2K, we've got the Blue Steel, Zerd and the 1Mo up around B area. The 1Mo taking a bit of damage. Thomas in the 113 also taking some damage. Winch. And so it's Object, the Honor, Winch, and ready to boom around wide on the A cap. They're facing up against Thomas, Gangdalf, and Lefnut. Where is the TD from Legion? We've got Papasten in the backfield in the 113, playing a bit of a sniper role, not spotted, using the soft cover of the bush. Look at this by Papasten. He's not in the bush, he's behind it, and that is maximizing his camouflage values. NG in the 268 playing very, very strong, and it's a good move by Legion. They've got the cap advantage, but it looks like R2K with the Blue Steel are going to be securing the B cap. Very, very promising here. This R2K desperately needs to get this cap in. It's just under 2 kills cap advantage in the favor of R2K. For everyone who doesn't know, when you kill an enemy tank in Supremacy, the enemy's cap counter goes down and yours goes up. So it's always really important to bear in mind how many tanks are on the battlefield and how many points you are ahead or behind of your opponent, because that can be an easy way to secure victory or to deny your opponents the 1,000 point cap timer victory. So here we go. We've got Ready to Boom, former clan lead of R2K. He's pushing wide, and Legion are in a bit of trouble here because Ready to Boom's going to have free shots but bounces, fluffs the shot. Object 3, a bit of miscommunication there, trying to get in, but it looks like Lefnut's going to be in some trouble. Oh, Lefnut's in a very, very difficult situation. 158 HP. R2K are about 2k hit points ahead, and they've taken down Lefnut. They've taken down Thomas. They're ahead in terms of guns and cap points and hit points. So R2K, they aren't going to be shut out so easily. They're not going to Legion finish them off 3-0. Brilliant play here by R2K. Zerd, it's going to be Winch with the kill. Winch is going to have the kill on Gangdalf. There we go. Winch taking down Gangdalf. NG taking down the 1Mo. But I don't think Legion are in a position to come back here. NG's getting a reload in. Eggy's trying to shield him in the IS-7. Papasten is getting pushed on left, right, and center. Oxbow in the back chat, very, very mobile, but he's getting pushed on. Well, he's trying to deal with the Blue Steel. And Oxbow's got 3 in the chamber, but it's just not going to be enough. And that is going to be a duel that they'll fight out on their own. Zerd here focusing Papasten. Papasten is the call. Winch will finish him off. Winch is going to get the reload in into the back. Winch having a very strong game. And now it is Eggy and NG. Well, it was NG, but the Honor finishes him off from behind in the 113. Blue Steel taking down Oxbow, and it's only Eggy left versus 6 tanks. Down goes Eggy. Fantastic play by R2K. 6 tanks for less than 5k hit points on the board. R2K finding their stride finally at long, long last, and contesting Legion's dominant start on Himmelsdorf. Look at that, 5k hit points advantage inflicted in the favor of R2K. Wonderful performance there by the boys from Ready to Kill. And that is going to be a huge relief to them. They bought themselves a slight window of opportunity here, and it's going to be down to Legion to try and seal this off before we go to a tiebreaker. So we'll be switching the spawns up now. Legion on the green team on the screen that you're seeing now, starting off on the south spawn. R2K, red team, starting off on the north spawn. 2-1, first team to 3 victories, takes the series. This is... Oh god, got to ready up. Yeah, let's change the tank again. I don't know. Let's go for a leopard. Why not? You know. So, 1 minute to go. What's happening? Oh, okay. This is something super, super interesting from both teams. We've got R2K with a double 268 and a T62 Alpha and an E5 mobile Alpha. Quite a dynamic lineup. Not something you typically see in a regular sort of average level Clan Wars event. But this is anything but average. These are the best of the best on the European server. 2 title holders going head to head for dominance on day 2 of the Twister Cup finals. And looking across at Legion, this is something you might see from the Who Is Next clan, the Finnish clan. They love their French clippers, and it looks like Legion are going to try and do something. It's a glass cannon though. You've got 2 50Bs, NG and Gangdalf. Oxbow back in the bat chat. He had quite a good game last time, but I think he was just one mobile tank alone and wasn't able to really capitalize on that. Papistan in the E100. No 113s from Legion, but they're in double IS7, Eggy and Lefnat, and Thomas in the IS4. It's very interesting to see Thomas. Typically commanders, battle commanders, like to be in heavy tanks or tanks that sit at the back of the map, so they're in a better position to command their team on the field. And that is, if you pay attention to where Thomas is on the minimap and when we're seeing what he's doing, you might see him towards the back of the action. But certainly for Ready to Kill's battle commander Zerd in the T62 Alpha, I'd be very surprised if you see him at the back. So both teams here with an atypical lineup. Let's get the free cam as high as it'll go. Where are they going? Some speed boost dropped here. We've got the Oxbow in the bat chat pushing off towards C. Zerd T62 Alpha is going to be going up on the hill overlooking C, but the gun depression on the 62 Alpha is quite low. And the 50Bs up there, Zerd could be in a lot of trouble. And we've got the 1Mo in the IS4 is spotted, Eggy in the IS7 is spotted. But the rest, these guys don't know what the others are doing. But the 50B NG is spotted up top, so now R2K are aware of what's going on. But Oxbow, super sneaky Oxbow, getting the C cap, getting the cap advantage in their favor. Eggy taking some damage, having to use a repair kit to repair the turret, and it's ready to boom and winch. The E5 113 securing A. Object 3 in the chaser coming round with Blue Steel in the 113, looking to get some angles. Papistan using an elevated position here in the E100. He is going to be very difficult to dig out. Look at that. He can look across. He can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can pretty much get shots across at most of Ready to Kill if they push. But Eggy's in a different... He is caught between a rock and an elevated E5. There's not much he can do, but he's proxy spotting the team, and he is really... It's a crucial position, but it's vulnerable. It's very vulnerable. And the 1Mo here in the IS4 pushing across. This is... I'm very interested. Oh, Thomas taking some huge hits there. Massive hit from the Honor in the 268. Thomas down to 160 HP, reversing as fast as the IS4 will let him go. He's unspotted. He needs to be super careful now, but the hit points are pretty much neck and neck. But Thomas is effectively out of the fight. He's going to have to work very hard to stay protected. And Zerd in the T62 Alpha pulling back in a bit of a difficult position here. Oxbow pushing forwards, well, was pushing forwards, now with the long reload pulling back. So we're looking... It's a 35 cap point lead in the favor of Legion. R2K have to go to Legion. R2K have to push. And this favors Legion. And they've got the clippers, they've got the mobility. They can flex to a push by R2K. And let's see, Winch here. Winch is taking a bit of damage. Gangdalf there, managing to get one in. And Winch not quite connecting there in return. Such a shame for Legion that Thomas is so low. It's really a big disadvantage. Even though the hit points are pretty much neck and neck, it's a huge disadvantage to have a tank so low. And we're looking at the minimap here. Thomas is calling for the sector here that I'm now pointing the camera at. It looks like Legion, this may be where the push is coming from, or this is where they're anticipating that a push may come from. It's left not narrowly missing Winch there. There's some birds up there in the graphics. Never noticed that before. What do you know? And some planes. Okay, the 268s, they're flexing for R2K. And Zerd in the T62 Alpha is flexing. They're flexing. Where are they going? The Honor's got some huge... What's he seeing? He's looking at... It's Eggy. But Eggy's not giving him anything. Not showing any leg. The Honor is there, waiting patiently. And as soon Eggy's spotted, he knows he's there. The Honor is tunneling Eggy. Look at this. So if you see Eggy's hit points drop dramatically, no prizes for guessing where it comes from. Winch in a bit of a difficult situation here. Getting some splash damage from the E100. He is burning him down. He's not using a repair kit on that track. And it's repaired to medium health, so you know what things he's got. Now the cap points. Look at the cap points. Look at where we're going. Legion are 150 cap points away from victory here, and they are neck and neck in terms of hit points. So what R2K need to do is, and this is what's happening, R2K, Zerd, brilliant move by Zerd in the T62 Alpha. What a fantastic play. This is going to give R2K the advantage. And Legion are now going to have to push and knock out some guns and take A or stop the C-Cap. They won't stop the C-Cap. Oxbo's flexing back. He's flexing back quickly, but he won't be able to deal with Zerd. Zerd might be able to finish off Oxbo in a head-to-head here. That Oxbo one-shot, two-shot, and it's NG. Okay, they've managed, and now Oxbo's having to reset C. We've got Leftnut in the IS-7. He's capping B. R2K potentially take this. They're going to potentially take it unless Legion can get a kill or stop the A-cap. Legion desperately need a kill. Yes! Eggy takes down Zerd. Brilliant performance. But no, R2K knocking down Thomas and Eggy and now locking it in. The A-cap there, sealing the deal. Brilliant play by R2K. Leaving it until the very, very last minute to stop the clock on Legion's C-cap. Legion getting complacent, flexing away from C and giving Zerd and the T62 Alpha the opportunity he needed. To switch the cap points in their favor. And if everyone's quite done killing each other since the cap points have stopped, we can get stuck in. And that is 2 for 2. The best teams on the European server, the professional tournament winners R2K and the current Twister World Cup champions Legion, stuck head to head. Look at this, such a closely contested game. Legion there ahead in terms of guns and hit points at the end. Well, just guns at the end. But not in control of the cap points. R2K playing a super strategic game. That was fantastic. I really enjoyed watching that. I don't know about you guys, but I thought that was good. That was really good. So looking at the lineup here, we are now going to our third map. Don't know. And this is the tiebreaker. Whoever wins this takes the crucial victory point. It's worth bearing in mind in this round-robin format that a loss equals 0 points and a victory equals 1 single point. Each team will play a total of 14 best-of-5 matches. They'll play each other team twice. So there's 14 points up for grabs, potentially, for each team. And the top 4 teams, in terms of points earned in the round robins, there's 2 phases, round 1, round 2, but the points are accrued together. The top 4 teams will go through to a best-of-7 double elimination to try and secure European servers. Hit the ready button, my god. To try and secure the European servers offline position, offline place at the Twister Cup finals in Minsk. Good news for these guys though. The second place out of that tournament series will have a chance at the wild card slot. It's a bit of a convoluted thing to explain, so I'm not going to bother. Obviously everyone's aiming for the top prize, first place. So getting stuck in here now. Loading in lineups, looking very interesting indeed. R2K with the Chieftain, the first premium that we've seen actually in the Twister Cup so far on this stream. And that is being driven by the blue steel, the Chieftain Mark 6. Does he have the fancy camouflage wear? No. Okay, we're at the Legion spawn here, we can't see. But we've got Object in IS-4, Winch in the 140, Zerd back in the T62 Alpha. Great game on the last map. One Mo in the E3, ready to boom in the Honor in the 113s. Blue steel. Nope, R2K in almost unison in terms of their camouflages. So R2K with a medium lineup, and this is very similar to what you might see in a random game. Zerd in the T62 Alpha is going to push across and try and secure that corner. And he's going to get backed up by the 113s who control the river. Winch in the 140 is going to try and get crossfire across into the medium tanks of Legion. Oxbow taking a bit of fire there on the position. And there, look at this brilliant play by Winch in the 140. He's really put the IS-7 left nut and Oxbow in the pattern in a difficult position. But NG's coming across. NG's pushing in. And I think it might be a mistake. They have to deal with Oxbow. Oxbow is in, and there we go, Gangdalf coming in. Oxbow is in, well, Winch was in such a dominant position, but now he might be overexposed, and he could be burning down. Oh, 2 hit points, the best hit points he ever had. Ready to boom, finishing off Oxbow. Finish him off, finish off Winch. It's taken Legion far too long to do that. Winch goes down, hit points massively in the favor of R2K, and that being said, the Blue Steel losing hit points very, very rapidly, down to 140. The left nut is the next target, though. NG with the ram kill. There goes the Blue Steel. It's a gun advantage to Legion, but they are behind, sort of, in terms of hit points. Is Zerd going down? Eggy finishes off the 1-mo. Zerd finishes off left nut, but then NG finishes off Zerd, ready to boom, and lining up at NG. NG taking 2, 1 from the Honor, 1 from Ready to Boom. It is 5 guns from Legion onto 3 guns from Ready to Kill, but Ready to Kill have a hit point advantage. Now, Legion have to play very intelligently. Look at this, Eggy with the deep hit point pool pushing forwards to Ready to Boom. The Honor finishing off Papa Sten. Ready to Boom is the call. There's 4 Legion guns here. NG narrowly dodging the shot. Now it's 4 guns onto 2. Eggy is the guy to carry the team with the full hit point pool. Gangdalf very, very low. NG very, very low indeed. Thomas holding on just around a 2-shot. Eggy needs to push up, protect his team. They need to deal with one of these tanks. They have to focus. Eggy shielding there. And it looks like the Honor's pushing in. He's on the high hit point pool. He's going to finish off NG potentially. NG rear armor exposed. The Honor bounces on NG's rear armor. Unbelievable. What a wasted opportunity there. And NG, Thomas Legion finishing off the kill. Object 3 with the final kill on Gangdalf. Now it's Object 3 in a 903 HP IS-4 facing off against 2,673 Legion hit points across 3 tanks. Loses 806. Massive tap. Can he finish off NG? It's still possible. He does. But Eggy with the elevation in the E5, gun handling, gets the final shot in, and that is good game to Legion. What an amazing performance there by both teams. A nail-biting finish, neck and neck. And although R2K able to keep the hit points in their favor, Legion keeping the guns in proved to be the better choice at the end of the day. Neck and neck until the wire there, the very, very last second. Damage spread looking really good. Winch in the 140 was in such a strong position early on, getting up into the opposing side's elevated ridge area over the river flank. But Legion working very, very hard to finish him off. They didn't finish him off as quickly as I thought they should have, but it all worked out okay for Legion in the end. This has been quite a tough day for R2K Ready to Kill. They've just played against both Legion teams and they've lost. They've lost so narrowly. Fearless beating them 3-2, and then Legion's main team beating them 3-2. And I hope the chart is updated. I mean, we can have a look. There we go. So Ready to Kill played 4 games, won 2, lost 2. Legion team played 4 games, won 3, lost 1. Big game, Team Fearless. Finishing off Ready to Kill and Loka this evening, so really stellar performance by them. Raid beating Legion on the earlier match on this stream. Currently 2 for 2 versus Easy. That will be a very important win for either team. Rez, let's see. Rez losing 3-0 versus Loka and 3-0 versus First Alliance this evening. Not a good night for them. But First Alliance desperately needed these wins. And although they played Raid and Legion day before yesterday, they've taken down a very strong opponent in Easy 3-1 and securing a 3-0 victory against Rez. That's going to buy them some breathing space. So not a lot of separation here at the moment. Still, but it's only day 2. Everything's still to play for. And let's just see. Just a gentle reminder, you can find all of the streams for this round robin series here in the portal. Just go to your, yeah, okay, Alex, I'll accept that. Go to the menu, click on tournaments, current. This one's going to be here for the next couple of weeks. And you've got the tabs, you can check the teams, you can see how they're doing, you can see the rewards. I think they're not up properly yet, I'm not so sure. And you can also see the streams, and you can see which ones are live this evening. And you can also check the live streams from the past. So you can see Ammonet's streams following Ready to Kill. And you can also see R1B Rib streams following the Raid Clan as well. And also Mario, great to have him joining us now, following Easy. So loads of games, loads of coverage for you guys to get stuck into. If you're playing in the Ascent tournament, if you're playing any other tournaments, watch these games and steal the strategies. These are the best of the best, defining the meta as we know it. So thank you so much for tuning in and watching the games this evening. I've had an absolute blast. It's been fantastic. And yeah, please do subscribe to the channel if you can be bothered. It's nice. I don't mind if you don't. Hit the like button. Make sure you keep watching through the portal, all of these streams, so you can get the Twister coins. And keep earning more of those Twister coins, unlocking more crates, following the Twister Cup, and cheering on your favorite team to the offline finals in Minsk. That's all from me for now. So this is Rolling Swarm signing off.